Trending Update USA. This is your go-to source for everything trending across the United States, across sports, across culture, and across the world of tennis. Welcome to Trending Update USA, and I am Steffan, your voice for the stories that matter, the moments that shock, and the reactions that move the globe. Today, we are diving into one of the most emotional, raw, unfiltered moments tennis has seen on the world stage. A moment that has stopped fans mid-scroll, a moment captured not by a documentary crew, but by the glaring lens of live television. A painful breakdown caught on camera. No edits. No hiding. No spin. Just a world number one human in her most vulnerable seconds. The tennis universe was rattled when a visibly emotional moment involving Aryna Sabalenka surfaced during a live match broadcast. The footage, immediately clipped, posted, shared, stitched and debated across social platforms, showed the Belarusian superstar with tears welling in her eyes, her racket tapping the court, her shoulders tightening as if carrying more pressure than the scoreboard could ever display. The clip rapidly ignited conversations involving players, analysts, federations, media outlets, sponsors, sports psychologists, journalists, and millions of fans who live and breathe tennis rivalries and tennis humanity. It took no time before heavyweights like the Women's Tennis Association, ESPN Tennis, BBC Sport, the Tennis Podcast, Tennis Channel, Eurosport, WTA Tennis TV, Sport 360, Reuters Sports, Associated Press Sports, DAZN Sports, Sky Sports Tennis, Bleacher Report Tennis, Wide World of Sports, 7 Tennis, Roman Stubbs Journalism, Ben Rothenberg Tennis Writing, Mary Carrillo Commentary, Rennie Stubbs Analysis, Sam Smith Tennis, Chris Evert Legacy, Martina Navratilova Goat, Justine Henin One-Handed Brad Gilbert Coaching, Darren Cahill Coaching, Conchita Martinez Coaching, Patrick Muratoglu Academy, Pam Shriver Doubles Legend, Lindsay Davenport Power Tennis, Laura Robson British Tennis, John McEnroe Temper King, Jim Courier Clay Analyst, Andy Roddick Serve Monster, and Mats Wilander Calm Analysts voiced opinions either directly or indirectly through interviews, tweets, reels, panel discussions, podcast breakdowns, and post-match pressers. But tennis is no longer a court-to-couch sport. It is a court-to-world sport, and the world brought more voices than ever. Players currently dominating the era such as Iga Swiatek Consistency, Coco Gauff Gen Star, Elena Rybakina Ice Queen, Jessica Pegula Moneyball Player, Madison Keys Power Surge, Amanda Anisimova Comeback, Ons Jabeur Dropshot Queen, Caroline Garcia Indoors Specialist, Beatriz Haddad Maya Clay Lefty, Leylah Fernandez Warrior Mentality, Mira Andreeva Next Gen, Xing Qinwen Olympic Hitter, Emma Raducanu Fairy Tale Run, Naomi Osaka Mental Health Advocate, Paula Badosa Close Friend, Daria Kasatkina, Tactical Brain, Karolina Muchova Variety Genius, Maria Sakkari Gym Machine, Aryna Sabalenka Australian Open Title, Aryna Sabalenka Rome 2025 Finalist, Maria Sharapova Roar Queen, Victoria Azarenka 2-time AO, Angelique Kerber 2016 AO Champ, Petra Kvitova 2-time Wimbledon, Simona Halep Counter-Puncher, and Ashley Barty Champion were central to the debate as the clip sparked a layered conversation. Is tennis too brutal for the human mind? Is fame heavier than trophies? And is pressure finally catching up to tennis's most explosive power hitter? Fans were not dissecting serves, forehands, or unforced errors for once. They were dissecting emotional tremors, psychological load, vulnerability, media responsibility, and the price of dominance. The clip began circulating on Twitter, instantly intersecting with the broader discourse started years earlier by figures like Coco Gauff Prize Money 2025 and the mental health spotlight led by Naomi Osaka Mental Resilience Movement. Fans drew parallels to archived emotional moments from the Roland Garros 2023 Tears, US Open 2023 Moments, Australian Open 2024 Intensity, Wimbledon 2024 Pressure, Cincinnati 2024 Masters Drama, Madrid 2025 Run, Indian Wells 2025 Reaction, Rome 2025 Crowd Surge, WTA Finals 2025 High Stakes, and even Billie Jean King Cup 2025 National Pride Tension. But this moment was different. This didn't look like frustration. This looked like a fracture. A rare moment where the tennis armor cracked, showing the person behind the power. Coaches and former players rooted in player development like the International Tennis Federation, USTA Player Development, Nick Belletieri Tennis Legacy, Rick Machi Coaching, and Patrick Muratoglu Performance Lab weighed in on how player environments contribute to pressure buildup. Racketeers and gear conversations emerged around Wilson Blade 100 V9, Wilson Pro Staff RF 97, Babolat Pure Drive 2025, Head Gravity Pro 2025, Head Speed MP 2025, Yonex E-Zone 2025, Yonex Percept 97, Yonex Core 98, Prince Techstream 2025, Technofiber T-Fight 2025, Luxilin Alu Power 2025, Luxilin 4G 2025, Solinco Hyper G 2025, Solinco Confidential 2025, RPM Blast 2025, VS Touch 2025, Hawk Touch 2025, Polytur Pro 2025, Champions Choice 2025, and Natural Gut 2025. Even though the clip was emotional, equipment symbolism became part of the narrative. Rackets can break, strings can snap, champions can bend, but champions also feel. Media panels highlighted the broadcast responsibility of ESPN, the rivalry amplification culture of Bleacher Report, and the storytelling influence of Reuters sports framing. Debate sparkers extended to apps like TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube Shorts, and Reddit as analytics charts on emotional engagement surfaced. Commentators like Mary Carrillo, journalists like Roman Stubbs, and tennis analysts like Rennie Stubbs questioned whether fans forget the human cost of being number one. Discussions referenced the physiological stress behind peak performance science involving cortisol stress hormone research 2025, amygdala fight or flight activation, sports burnout syndrome 2025, performance anxiety disorder, and mental fatigue accumulation 2025. Former champions like Chris Evert and Martina Navratilova stressed that champions crying is not failure, it is overflow. The crowd debate involved Serena Williams' competitive aura and Novak Djokovic warrior mentality as reference points for emotional endurance. Lesser discussed stakeholder voices from fan culture included Rafa Nadal Bull Statue, Fetal Legacy Fanbase 2004 to 2024, Sabalenka Fan Army 2025, Swiatek Fan Coalition 2025, Gauff Jens Brigade, the Tennis Letter Newsletter, and the Courtside Chronicles 2025 blogosphere. Pressure comparisons included Sabalenka's fastest serve MPH logged moments juxtaposed with older iconic data from Australian Open 2024 serve stats, US Open 2024 serve logs, WTA Finals 2025 serve pressure index, and earlier serve monsters like Andy Roddick's 2004 mph serve record. Fan comments triggered conversations involving mental health organizations like Mind UK Mental Support and Stronger Minds Global 2025 advocacy groups calling on federations to normalize emotional support. Nike, Adidas, Puma, Asics, Yonex Apparel 2025, Wilson Apparel 2025, Lacoste Tennis 2025, and Lululemon Tennis 2025 campaigns were indirectly dragged into the discourse about brand pressure versus personal armor. Past media spotlights reference Maria Sharapova's 2006 press weight moment and Azarenka's 2012 locker tears scene, but Sabalenka's clip was louder because it happened now, in the peak of digital virality. Tournament directors from Miami Open, BNP Paribas Open 2025, Mutua Madrid Open 2025, Italian Open 2025, Qatar Total Energies Open 2025, Dubai Tennis Championships 2025, Adelaide International 2025, Porsche Tennis Grand Prix 2025, Guadalajara Open 2025, China Open 2025, Torrey Pan Pacific Open 2025, and the Riyadh WTA Finals 2025 avoided commenting directly, but crowd psychology citations surged with comparisons. Even sports data organizations like Opta Tennis 2025, Tennis Abstract 2025 Data Hub, IBM's Slam Tracker 2025 and Sportradar Tennis 2025 reported spikes in emotional moment engagement metrics. Mental resilience rivalries were mentioned, Coco Gauff vs. Pressure 2025 debates resurfaced, but the emotional discussion overpowered tactical talk. Fan heroes like Naomi Osaka's 2018 Courage era became reference pillars for showing vulnerability under lights. The Tennis United 2020 Revival show was revived as an example of tennis mental unity. Tennis infrastructure metaphor conversations emerged referencing Arthur Ashe Stadium Night Aura 2025, Rod Laver Arena Roar 2025, Center Court Wimbledon Silence 2025, Foro Italico Passion Wall 2025, and Court Philippe Chatrier Red Dust 2025 emotional symbolism. Sports psychologists like Judy Murray Mental Coaching and Martina Hingis' 2017 Mindset Era were referenced as examples of emotional endurance transformation stories. Sponsors like Deloitte Tennis Partnership 2025, Rolex Tennis Time 2025, Infosys Tennis AI 2025 Analytics, and Emirates Tennis Icons 2025 campaigns were indirectly mentioned in social comment wars. Broadcaster coverage analysis compared camera framing pressures between ESPN Court Cam 2025 and WTA Tennis TV Emotion Feed 2025. Fans debated, "If she breaks, what chance do we have?" Discussion threads included mental comparisons against Djokovic Wimbledon 2024 victory roar emotions, but Sabalenka's clip was pure vulnerability, not triumph. Federation-level pressure debates cited International Tennis Federation calendar load discussions, USTA's scheduling pressure index, Women's Tennis Association media cycle intensity, Billie Jean King Cup 2025 Patriot stress metaphors, and Olympics 2024 pressure overflow examples. Tennis gear retailers got involved, including Tennis Warehouse Gear 2025, Midwest Sports 2025 Retail Stats, Tennis Point Retail 2025, Wilson Store 2025, Yonex Official Shop 2025, Head Official Store 2025, and local business comparisons around tennis retail stress sales spikes. Crypto platforms like Fan Tokens Tennis 2025 Wave saw comment surges linking emotional value to brand engagement. Tennis physical infrastructure metaphors flooded in referencing hard court surface 2025 resilience metaphor, clay court grind 2025 symbol, grass court fragility 2025 visual, indoor arena echo 2025 pressure chamber, ball bounce stress frequency 2025 analogy talk, tension load in poly 2025 symbolism. Serve speed versus mental drift 2025 charts, pressure per shot rally 2025 sentiment, crowd echo psychology, and digital virality pacing science. Newsletter and media ecosystems debated included Courtside Chronicles 2025, the Tennis Letter newsletter, Beyond the Baseline 2025 analytics blog, Breakpoint 2023 Doka Parallels, Full Swing Tennis 2025 digital panel discussions, the Tennis Podcast emotional segments, ESPN Tennis Extended Panel, Tennis Channel interviews, BBC Sport legacy comparisons, Reuters Sports narrative framing, DAZN Sports reactions, Associated Press Sports archive comparisons, Roman Stubbs narrative impact, Rennie Stubbs emotional breakdown analysis, Court Echo sentiment metrics 2025 symbolic analysis, cortisol and serve load theory 2025 trending threads, and the tennis calendar fatigue 2025 debate. Fans framed the moment as not a collapse, but a cry for balance. The tennis world reacted not with dismissal, but with rare synchronized empathy across rival fan bases, analyst panels, gear communities, federation calendars, and social platforms, watching a champion feel the human weight of dominance in real time.